Time to talk about unit rates. So this is 1C notes, and we are going to talk about unit rates a little more than we did in 1A. So let's get started with this first one. Have your pencil and packet ready to go. So we got the first problem here. A box of wheat crackers contains 6 servings and has a total of 420 calories. What are the calories per serving? So first off, let's look at and see what are the two things, so the quantities, those things that we're comparing. So we're comparing calories to servings. Okay, when you look here, we got 420 calories, 6 servings. So when we write it like this, we're literally saying calories per serving. And we know we want to write it that way because that's what it says in the question, calories per serving. Okay, and so we want calories on top, serving on bottom, because we don't ever say servings per calories. That just sounds silly. We want calories per serving, okay? So then we set up what we know from the problem. We know that there are 420 calories for 6 servings, so we're going to set that up first. And so we got calories for 420, servings 6. So now we need to figure out, well, what are those calories per serving? So one serving going to be, this is where the unit rate comes into play. Remember, a unit rate that we learned in 1A is when the second quantity, so in this case servings, is scaled down to 1. So we want to go from our 6 servings down to 1 and see, well, how many calories is just one serving going to be? So now that we've set this up, we've set our proportion up, which is what we just learned about in 1B, we need to think, okay, how do we get from 6 down to 1? You could also look for a connection up and down as well, but this one's a little bit easier to notice, is that 6 down to 1 is just going to be dividing by 6. So that means we need to take 420 and divide that by 6. Well, you can use that trick of covering up the 0 and think, okay, how many times does 6 fit into 42? It's going to fit in 7 times, but now I've got to add the 0 at the end, so then we end up with 70. So that means 70 calories is going to be in one serving. And we figured that out because we went from 6 down to 1, so we divide by 6, divide the top by 6. So let's try another one here. We've got Diet Cola was on sale last week. It cost $10 for every 4 packs. Find the unit rate for the cost per pack. Okay, because we could find pack per cost, but we don't usually say that. So we are talking about cost per pack. Those are the two things we're comparing, starting off the same way we did over here. So let's write what we know from the problem first. We know that we have $10 and 4 packs. So that's the cost is 10 for 4 packs. Then we want to find the unit rate for cost per pack, so one of them. So we're scaling down to 1, just like we did on the last one. So we're looking across because I don't really see a good connection up and down anyways, and it's much easier to go from 4 down to 1. We're just dividing by that same number, so we're dividing by 4. So on this one, we're doing then 10 divided by 4. Well, that's a little hard for me to do in my head, so let's do some division off to the side. I'm going to show you the end result. If you want to pause and try and do this division on your own, feel free. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and show you that we've got 10 divided by 4. Let me walk you through this real quick. So 4 did not fit into 1, so I had to go to 10. It fit in 2 times. 2 times 4 was 8. 10 minus 8 gave us 2, so I had to bring down a 0 because I had a leftover. So I added a decimal, popped the decimal up, and 4 fit into 20 5 times. 5 times 4 was 20. We were left with 0 left over. So our answer was 2.5. But we don't say $2.5 per pack, so let's make sure we label it as $2.50. That's how much it would be for 1 pack. So those are those unit rate problems. So you have 2 more problems to try on your own and check with the answer key. And then you also have a quick check that you need to do and check with a teacher. So make sure you do all those practices so you know how to solve unit rate problems. Good luck. You can do it.